Good morning, good afternoon, good evening Internet, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Economical Rides. As you may have surmised from the thumbnail image, you guys are awesome, but my back is screwed. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching my videos. I've been amazed at the number of views I've already received, and also for your wonderful comments, which I've really enjoyed reading and replying to. Seeing how many people choose to view and comment upon my videos gives me a real incentive to want to produce more content for you in the future. Unfortunately, the planned ride and talk video for this last week didn't happen because in the middle of last week my sciatica flared up, and since then sitting down, standing up and pretty much everything else in between has become extremely painful. So there will be no on-bike video this week, but I thought I'd do a general video touching on some points which I may have missed in my previous videos, and to stop your eyes from getting bored, I will just add some video of the collection day footage, which you may or may not have seen previously. I'd like to start by addressing the issue of the price of the motorcycle. The list price of the Fireball Meteor was €4,095. I'll add captions with conversions to other currencies which may be of interest. In addition to the list price, I then paid €200 for the registration and pretty much €200 for the two accessories I purchased, namely the touring seat and the tinted fly screen. So in total, the bike, as you see it here on my videos, ended up costing me approximately €4,500. I think when you regard the overall quality of the bike and everything it offers, this is a very competitive price, and I think it's pretty much unbeatable in this segment. Now let's talk about servicing costs and servicing intervals. The first service is due at 500 kilometers. After that, the services are every 5,000 kilometers or 6 months. Now 6 months is a fairly short service interval, and it could be a problem for some people, but I think it's the price you pay for the extended warranty. Royal Enfield offering 3 years as opposed to the legal requirement of 2 years warranty. Before my back started playing up, I did manage to do the 500 kilometers within the first week of ownership and get the first service done, and for the first service I was charged €47. I will endeavour to do the next 6 services at the main dealership, and obviously once the guarantee period has expired I will be looking to do the maintenance at home. Fuel economy. I believe the stated range for the Meteor is 480 kilometers or 300 miles on a tank full. Based on my own experience, I think this is achievable. On my first tank of fuel I chose to fill up when the trip meter reached 380 kilometers, at which point the fuel gauge was showing between 1 and 2 bars. It varied a bit depending upon the attitude of the bike. So I would imagine a further 100 kilometers would have been possible. So I don't think fuel costs or range are going to be a problem with the Meteor. Personally, I think once the trip meter reaches 400 kilometers, I will begin looking for a petrol station. So in miles, that would be about 240 miles, and that would leave you about 60 miles to find a petrol station. So how does the Meteor like to be ridden? In general, I would say pretty much like a Bullet 500 if you're familiar with the Royal Enfield Bullets. It's beneficial to shift up through the gears fairly rapidly, and by the time you've reached 5th gear, you're probably doing 70 kilometers per hour, and very soon after that, you're at a nice cruising speed of 80 kilometers an hour. And riding the bike in this way leads to a very relaxed riding style without any stress, and it just gets you mentally into a really good cruising mode. When riding on mountain roads, I try to use the front brake as little as possible. In general riding, I would say I use the front brake purely for stopping. This is a riding style I adopted when I had a Bullet 500, where both the front and rear brakes were drum brakes. Apparently, that is the old school way of riding a motorcycle. You use the rear brake to slow down whilst riding, and the front brake is really only there for stopping. Approaching a bend, it's usually sufficient to roll off the throttle, use the engine braking to slow down. If necessary, apply some rear brake. Avoiding the front brake keeps the platform nice and stable. If you allow the forks to dive, that will affect the steering geometry. So basically, rolling off the throttle, applying rear brake as required, swing the bike into the bend and accelerate out. If you do this, it's a very stress-free riding experience and you never feel as if you will get into any kind of trouble. So I think I've covered just about everything I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you for your continued support and encouragement, which is inspiring me to want to make more content more regularly to share with you. As soon as my back allows, of course. If you have any specific questions regarding the bike, please feel free to post them in the comments section and I will do my best to reply to them. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to bringing you more Royal Enfield Meteor 350 videos in the near future. Thank you.